Hello and hi to all the viewers of this tutorial. Today in this short tutorial I'm gonna show you all how to install and configure the Windows Deployment Service in Windows Server 2012. Before we really move on with the installation and configuration, let us briefly talk on what this Windows Deployment Service is and its application. Windows Deployment Service is a server role that provides a simplified and secure means of rapidly and remotely deploying Windows operating systems to the computers over the network. Windows Deployment Service can be used for network-based installations to set up new computers so that the administrator don't have to directly install each operating system. On top of that, it also reduces the complexity and cost when compared to manual installation. The successful installations and configurations of WDS is accompanied or is followed by some of the prerequisites such as Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, and NTFS file system. And for the NTFS file system, we must have a folder and create a SharePoint and then share in a network, so that after the installations and configurations of WDS, the client computers can re-image their computers remotely. This is all about the brief introduction of WDS and its prerequisites. Now to move on with the installation of WDS in Windows Server 2012, go to the Server Manager and then click on Add Roles and Features. This widget helps us or guide us to install role services or features. You can just go through it and then click Next. This select installation type, keep it as a default and then go Next. Here also keep it as a default and then click Next. Here we have list of roles or services such as Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, fax servers, and so on, from where one can select the desired roles or services and then install it. For now, I'm gonna select WDS and install it. So scroll down and check WDS and click Add Features, and here you can see the brief descriptions about the WDS. So click Next, and from here, if you have some features to be installed along with the selected servers or services, you can select it and click Next. This dialog box just displays us the message that we must have all the necessary prerequisites or components before we install WDS. Since we have already taken it into account, so I'm going to click Next. Here we have two servers, deployment server and transport server. With the deployment server, we can customize the images and then re-image the computers. And transport server is of useful while doing multicasting, especially while deploying multiple computers at the same time. So click Next. Check this box to automatically restart the server after the installation of WDS, and click Install. Now the installation process is going on, and now the installation is successful and is completed. And now to configure the WDS, click on the Start button and then go to Administrative Tool, and from here you can double click and open the Windows Deployment Services, and then Here, as you can see, Windows Deployment Service is not configured. We must configure, and to configure, right click on server and click configure server, and this wizard simply reminds us about the prerequisites which we already have. So I'm going to click next. So in install option, we are given the options to select integrated to with Active Directory or standalone server. As we have Active Directory in the server, so I'm gonna click or keep it as a default since we have Active Directory. So click next, and this is asking us to provide the folder to select the folder that contains NTFS file systems, which holds the images, and provide the path. So I'm gonna select the folders that I have already created with NTFS file system. Click browse, and let's search into and click on new volume E, and then here you can see NTFS volume. This folder have to be create a SharePoint and then share in a network, so that all the clients can access the images and then deploy in the client computers. So select this NTFS volume and then click OK, and then now this is the folder, and we have also provided the path, and now click next. From this wizard box, we are asked to check these two boxes if DHCP is running on the server. Since it's already checked, so I'm going to click next, and from this wizard box we can use the settings to define which client computers the server will respond to and which client computers this server will not respond to. And from the following options we can select one. Either we can select do not respond to any client computers, or respond to only non-client computers, or we can select respond to all client computers, known as well as unknown. So I'm going to click this one, and it is recommended to check this dialog box simply because if anybody is trying to image a computer with no permission at all, so we're gonna know or see this computer in Active Directory. From there we can make a decision if we want to image a computer or not. So I'm gonna click next. Now the installation process is going on, and now the installation is completed, but the WDS is not working. It's not working because this circle is supposed to be in green color, but right now it is in black. To make it turn into green from the black, go to the services and right click on the Windows Deployment Services and click Start. And once this WDS server is started, we must go back and refresh. So now refresh it once. Now as you can see, we have fixed the problem. The circle has turned into green, which indicates that it is working now. We can proceed to copying images and put images. First, I'm gonna add install images by clicking on add install images. Here we have an options to set up groups. Groups are of useful or is good because we can divide or specify the images by departments. For example, accounting, management, or HR departments. We can change this group into department names but for time being I will keep it as a default. So click next, and here we are supposed to define or specify the file location, and this message out here tells us that boot and install VIMs are located on installation DVD in a folder called source folder. So click into browse. Now since I have got DVD in my DVD ROM, click it out here and click into sources, and from here we have to click on install.vim, open it, and this is the file location. So now you can click next, and here we have an options to select all the operating system or one that we want. So since we have only on one operating system, so click next, and here it says that we have this Windows Enterprise version, so click next. Now the operation is going on. Ask him. Image is completed. Now we can see the new image out here. Now you can see the new image out here, installed image. Now next we need to add boot images. Now click on boot image and right click it and add boot image. Just like before, here we are supposed to specify the path location, and the message out here is just like the same before. So click into browse, and this time click into this boot.vim, click it open, and this is the file location just as before. Now click next, and this is the image name and its description, so I'm gonna give it default and click next. Here is just the name of the selected images will be listed out here, so click next, and adding boot images is proceeding. Now adding of the operation is complete. Click on finish, and boot image, and finally we have boot images, and boot images is gonna give us the options to select any version of operating system or any version of Windows from the list, such as Aster, Proficient, Ultimate or Enterprise. So select whatever versions you want to install, and those versions are gonna be in the install images out here. So from here you can select the one that you want. This is all about the installation of Windows Deployment Service in Windows Server 2012. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel below. Learning is joy. Thank you for watching.